everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom. I have just witnessed Birmingham City 2, Ipswich Town 2. Still no win for Ipswich and surrendering a 2-goal lead at half-time, but a first point away from home. Only one defeat in 5 and actually some goals and being able to take the lead in a game. Some cutting edge. So a few positives to talk to you about today in a very eventful game here in sunny Birmingham. Birmingham lining up with their standard 4-4-2. Camping goal, Colin, Morrison, Dean, Pedersen, the back four, Jota, Gardner, Lakin and Magoma across the midfield, Adams and Jutkovic up front, and Ipswich go unchanged. So Gherkin in goal, Knudsen, Chambers, Unsiala. Pennington keeps his place at right back. Skews and Chalobah holding in midfield. Edwards down the right, Nolan in the 10 position, Ward down the left, and Jackson up front on his own. Into the first 2 minutes, Jota puts the crossover. Pennington's on the back post. No one's there. Miscommunication with Gherkin, and he puts it out for a corner. Bit of a horrible start because it's very disorganised from the corner. It goes to the back post. There's a big header at the back post, I think, from Morrison. That's blocked out. It goes to the edge of the box. Gardner, right-footed, curls it away from Gherkin. He's not getting that. 22 yards, hits the outside of the post. Really horrible start from Ipswich. They have this habit this season of where there's any chance to play themselves into trouble, they do it. Unnecessary little pass here or unnecessary corner or free kick here. Give the ball away. They just seem to be doing it. Could have been behind there. Unlucky. Gardner and Ciala goes through the back of Che Adams on 6. Last warning for him. Already Birmingham are on top for the first 9 minutes, and it's only when Ward makes an interception in midfield. He drives forward, he shoots tamely at goal with Jackson to his left, and I think Edwards, off to his right, runners ahead of him. It's only then that Ipswich actually get 15 yards up the pitch, and it was all Birmingham, and that's what kind of gets Ipswich out. Nolan wins a 50-50 on 14 in the air, heads it down the line to Knudsen. Deep cross from him. Edwards is arriving on the back post. Difficult angle and arriving late. He gets a shot off, but he volleys it over. Difficult chance there. Chambers, 50-50. They kind of fall down together in the centre circle, and Chambers goes down and stays down for maybe 15-20 seconds. Up he gets, he realises the ref's not going to stop play. Ipswich hold out, and then about 90 seconds after the initial thing, Chambers goes down again. He's holding his right knee, so look out for that one later in the week. But we've seen this guy play on with half a body falling off, and he's the bionic man, and he stays on. But worrying there for a while, thought he might be leaving this game early there. Skews and Edwards, they give away simple passes and sort of 20-minute mark, putting Ipswich on their heels again. Lots of little mistakes happening. Birmingham with this narrow press, they're trying to win the ball. Often they have 6 guys heading, the 2 wide players, the 2 forwards come back, the 2 centre midfielders come in. That area just into Ipswich's defensive half, that's where they want to pick the ball up with their press. Ipswich playing into that a little bit, but on 25 minutes Ipswich take the lead. Oh my goodness me. It's a throw-in. Magoma, he gives it to Pedersen, the left back, who's come forward, which is important. Pedersen gives it back to Magoma, and Pennington nips in and robs him. Now Pennington takes 2 steps forward, knowing the left back is completely out of position, and whether this was a lovely bit of skill or just hitting an area, he curls the ball into the channel over the head of the centre back, which would have been Dean, I think, possibly. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. For Jackson, it's a great ball by Pennington. Completely breaks the Birmingham defensive line. Jackson runs in behind his man. He receives the ball. He's in the right wing area. Now Jackson's so quick that defenders just back off. They back off. They back off. Nolan makes a good run towards Jackson. Jackson gives him the ball. Nolan, corner, sort of 8 yards out, right hand side of the box. He hits it right footed, curls it over Camp's head into the top corner. It's a brilliant finish by Nolan. First time, and boy did he need that. He had a horrible performance against Bolton. People have been asking questions about this guy, and we know the 10 position is really important in Paul Hurst's system. We need more from Nolan. Not much, I don't think, anything in the way of goals and assists. So brilliant for him that he gets that goal. Good play by Pennington. Good play from Jackson. Jackson can now be considered a man in form. He's, in the last 3 games, he's scored, caused a red card and got an assist. So this guy's played himself into the striking position and is affecting games. So good on Jackson. Great for Nolan. Great goal. Against the run of play a little bit, Birmingham had that first 10 minutes, but counter-attack, cutting edge, can't say fairer than that. 25 minutes gone, 1-0. Ipswich, long free kick from Birmingham. This was a feature. Any free kick they got anywhere near the halfway line, up goes Dean and up it goes Long. There's many ways to skin a cat, and a lot of teams are going to have trouble coping with that. There's 4 guys there, Jutkiewicz, Adams, Dean and Morrison. It's a lot of big guys to cope with on set plays, and Ipswich not good at set plays. Dean wins the header, and it's a bobbly volley from Gardner straight through Gherkin. Gardner down for a long treatment, head injury probably there. Big boot forward as soon as he comes back on. Dean again wins the header, heads it on. Jutkiewicz glances it just wide. Jota drifts the free kick in on 38 across from the left. Morrison wins it at the back post again. It's a looping header. Gherkin's beaten. In comes Knudsen. You think the forward going in is just going to batter everything into the goal, but Knudsen hooks it out on the volley from virtually on the goal. An absolutely brilliant clearance from Knudsen to keep it at 1-0. Really big moment there, and equally big because 2 minutes later Ipswich are going to go 2-0 up. Incredible stuff. It's a give and go by Ward and Nolan to get Ipswich up the pitch into that left wing position. Knudsen takes the throw in fairly quickly and wins the corner. Everybody resets. We've moaned and whinged on our podcast about Ipswich set play delivery, about set play delivery generally since the sale of Martin Waghorn, and we're going to score from this one. Ward puts it in. The big guys run to the near post. Pennington comes into the middle. It's landing on the floor, and Pennington kind of sweeps it in on the half volley. He's strong to back off his man, sweeps it in left-footed. 2-0 to Ipswich. Ward with the assist, Pennington with the goal. Wow, is it going to be the first win? We wonder. Ipswich play out the first half pretty well and going 2-0 at half-time. Were they dominant in any way? Not really. Did they pass the ball? Well, not really, but they were set up fairly nicely. They survived that first 10 minutes where they didn't really get into the game and Birmingham hit the post. But other than that, if you look back at the chances Birmingham had, it was generally Harley Dean comes forward for a free kick, or Michael Morrison comes forward from a free kick and working it that way. So you can't say fairer than that. 2-0 at half-time. Into the second half, Keefton Bell comes in for Gardner. That must have been something to do with that sustained period he had receiving treatment. Nolan gets a free kick. He looks confident now. Takes it right-footed, swings it just wide of the post. And all the chat I was hearing in the concourse at half-time, Birmingham need to score in the first 10 minutes. It takes them 2 minutes to score, and it's back to 2-1. Nolan kind of losing a 50-50 in the centre circle, and this is where they break the lines. Forgive me if I've got this wrong. It happened quickly. I think it's Jota slides it through again. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Assist to Jutkiewicz. Really good first touch. Gets it out of his feet. Left-footed around Gherkin. Worst possible thing that could have happened for Ipswich. Best possible thing that could have happened for Birmingham. 47 minutes, 2-1. We're going to have an interesting second half now, especially the psychology of Ipswich. How the hell do you play this? Are you just going to try and cling on for grim death? Because you know Birmingham have got nothing to lose. They get nothing if they don't score. So they're going to attack. A horrible dive in by Pennington on Magoma here. Sends Jota into the box. He crosses. Chalobah comes in on the near post to make the interception. I'll talk about this at the end. Chalobah and Skewes were good defensively, but we need to talk about what do they bring offensively to this team, because that part isn't quite working. We'll talk about that at the end. 51, yellow for Pennington. It's a professional foul. I feel badly for Pennington here because Unciala gives the ball away really bad. He's got loads of time and he plays this kind of hospital ball, and Pennington has to make the professional foul and takes the yellow card, which is going to become important in about 30 minutes time. Unciala I like. He's very powerful and very good in the air, but he has a way of making sort of Sol Bamba look like Paul Scholes on the ball. Not good on the ball at all, even with time. Interesting player to watch for my heart rate. 56, good throw by Ipswich, 2 comes short. Chalobah makes the run and he lifts it to the far post. Ward tries to bring it down with the chest and prods it at goal, just doesn't have enough time. He's marshalled there at the back post to get any power. A great wing play by Edwards on 61, inside and out on Pedersen. Ipswich flood the box. I think Edwards has too much time here. If he just had that one touch to play the ball, he would have probably put in a better cross, but he tries to be too clever. Find Nolan on the back post, puts it behind all of them, when maybe just flashing it across there would have been the best thing to do there. Important move here by Monk on 63. He brings Mahoney in for Lakin. So this is now a left-footed winger playing down the right. And more importantly, Hotter goes into a kind of right-sided centre midfield position. So really goes for it. I guess it's a bit like a 4-1-3-2 formation, because Kieftenbeld, you know, is just going to sit there, and he's got Magoma, Mahoney and Hotter there, but only one bit of insurance there. So brave from Monk. You know they're going to play direct, so they're not going to necessarily leave Kieftenbeld unmanned, but that was an important tactical decision. Mahoney, great first touch here, back heels it, beats the defender, sorry, back heels it to Adams, who beats his man, opens it up. We saw him score 2 goals like this against Leeds United, exact same position. He curls it for the far corner. Good save by Gherkin, good strong right hand. That one's going in the corner. Mahoney then picks it up from the corner, beats Nolan easily. Nolan is not great when he's put in defensive positions, I have to say. Looping header by Jutkiewicz. Maybe Gherkin's got this covered. Bounces off the top of the crossbar there. But on 67 minutes, it's 2-2. Oh dear, what's going to happen now? So the precursor to this is Białkowski has been dropped for Ipswich being terrible at set plays and conceding loads of goals. We haven't conceded a goal from a set play since Gherkin has been in the goal. But Cotter, he's got a free kick out on the right wing. Interesting one this, because was it a foul, was it not? Knudsen gets done for a high foot. I guess it is. I think Mahoney nips in. He's just too quick for him, and Knudsen pleads the, look, I didn't even know the guy was there. But if it's a foul for dangerous play and your foot's up the side of someone's head, then what can you do? Hotter puts the free kick into the middle. And Gherkin, it's a horrible punch. He's in the middle of the box. If you're going to punch that and not catch it, you need to get some distance on it. It kind of goes up in the air, down it comes. There's an initial... I'm way back watching this, so I'll tell you as best as I saw it. There's an initial kind of header at goal, and I think it's Jackson on the line, makes a great clearance. But everyone's bundling in, and I think it's Jutkiewicz forces it in over the line, but all eyes are going to be on Dean Gherkin on that one. And now, does Hurst say Gherkin made one mistake and Białkowski comes back in, or does he stick with Gherkin? And are we back to this set play nightmare again? 2-2. Can Ipswich cling on now? This is the case. 69, Mahoney into the box. Needs to cut it back here. He's got confidence, but he kind of goes for the near post and the box is flooded again. Ipswich can't get out. Dean fires over from the edge of the box from the second phase from the corner that's forced. 72, Unciala. Like Unciala, but gets caught with his feet. Again, Birmingham swarm on Hotter in, lifts the shot over from the edge of the box. 80 minutes. You would say that Hurst's team worked, so no need for a sub until this time. Maybe we needed a bit more energy, or maybe we needed a bit more defensive nous. Sears will certainly give you both of that. He comes in for Ward. Sears goes into the 10 position. Nolan moves out to left. And, I mean, some credit to Hurst there, because when you do that, you're saying you could have put Sears down the left and said, look, they've got threat down there, you follow them back. But he puts Nolan there, and there was some intent. Look, Sears, go and break and, you know, play on Kieftenbeld. He's the only one sat in there, and maybe try and get us the win. So some credit to Hurst there. That is an attacking substitution in my mind, however small you might think that is. Nice ball left to right from Magoma. Mahoney stands up his man, uses him as a screen, curls left-footed for the far post, not far wide. From there, early free kick forward to Jackson. He looked offside here, but this guy's so quick he could have been 2 yards off onside and I couldn't have noticed. He goes down the left now. This is a great position, but no one else other than Sears is getting into the box. Stands up his man, tries to put the cross in. The cross takes a bit of a deflection, bobbles up a bit. Sears can't put it in, and it's cleared out. That was the counter-attack chance. 87 minutes. My God, we're going to be up before the FA. It's a third red card for Ipswich this season. Jesus, Pennington tugs Magoma back, the professional foul. 87 minutes. Interested in the comments. Is that a wise decision? Are you taking one for the team there? Let them defend with 10 and do the professional foul? I don't know. As it turned out, probably fair play to Pennington for stopping the attack there, but he's going to miss the next game. And I hear all you Ipswich fans going, oh, well, OK, at least that means Donacien gets to come back in and have a go. But hard game for Donacien against Middlesbrough on Tuesday, we suspect. But that might solve the back four crisis, at least, selection problem, at least for one game. There, 90 minutes plus 4 goes up. Ipswich are going to have to defend with 10 men. They do manage to do it. A couple of corners into the box survived. A counter-attack for Ipswich actually Sears into the box, wins a corner. And God, this annoyed me. They tried to take an early one, and you think, you got 10 men, just survive this, and ends at the attacking corner, ends in a Birmingham counter. Goodness me. Skewes is the one to foul Magoma this time to take the yellow card, professional foul. 93 minutes though. Birmingham could have won it. My goodness me. Mahoney cuts in with that nice left foot of his, puts the cross in. It's a nice floaty one, perfect for Adams. He chests it down. He shoots at goal. I don't know whether Gherkin just got his body or his hand on it. He makes the point blank save. Wow. Birmingham could have won it. So we're coming away with the draw. My goodness me. Am I happy? Yes, I think I'm happy with that. Obviously, you look at it 2-0 at half time. You know, I'm sitting there thinking, just lose the second half 1-0 and take the 3 points. But I think it's baby steps for Ipswich. And as I've just said, we come away from the game, 93rd minute, 10 men, keeper scrambling one away from goal. Take a point, as my podcast colleague David Diamond would say. Take a point. There's a few firsts today that are important. A first away point, a first goal for Nolan, a first goal for Pennington. And I feel a bit like in that Aston Villa game, you know, Birmingham were going to bombard you, and they did hold out. I think in terms of the narrative of the whole game, Ipswich started badly and could have been behind. They settled in and they were really quite clinical in front of goal. They didn't have too many chances and found themselves 2-0 up at half-time. What you would say is, where's the character and the strength now to go on and win this game? But the caveat to that is Birmingham, I think Birmingham are a difficult team to play against, particularly in the respect of these one-on-one battles that they give you. They give you Hotter against your right back, your left back, sorry. They give you Magoma against your right back. They give you 4 big guys on every set play, and a lot of those set plays go up into the box. So you have to concentrate and win those one-on-one battles over 90 minutes. The worst thing for Ipswich that could have happened was 47 minutes and that goal to make it 2-1. That really gave Birmingham the platform there to get back into it. So I guess I'm happy. I didn't expect much from today, and we've got that point. And as I said, we're 1 defeat in 5. I haven't looked at the table. I think I heard that Preston had lost, so we know we're not on the bottom. We're not that easy to beat now when you look at the losses column. But Championship, 46 games, you need 3-pointers. You can put 3 points on in 90 minutes, whereas it might take you 3 weeks with 3 draws to get you those 3 points. We need a win, for goodness sake. Everybody knows we need a win. Tactically, yeah, it looks like the 4-2-3-1 can work in this division. What is distinctly lacking is any kind of deep line playmaker or footballing, passing momentum from the two players in the 4-2-3-1. They can't just be defensive players all the time, especially if these three guys off the front need feeding. A lot of direct balls into Jackson today, and it was kind of done that way. But we need to find the ability to play through to those three guys, and that needs to come from Skuse and Chalobah. I know people will say, Ben, Andre Dazelle, and maybe that could be the thing long term. But that seemed to be a little bit of a hole. But I'm happy with a 2-2 draw. Looking at the long game, but we need that win to come. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're an Ipswich fan, 1 point gain, 2 points lost, and what you think coming up to this international break. Difficult game on Tuesday. If you're a Birmingham fan, you beat Leeds last week, you're probably thinking you should beat Ipswich, but are you happy with that point, or given the chances, do you think you should have won? Let me know in the comments. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom, and check out tomorrow. I'll do a full championship review, and then we'll have the Blue Monday podcast tomorrow night. Big week coming up, lots of content. Keep involved and hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out. God, this is a long video, so I'm going to say goodbye and see you tomorrow.